Okay. It's your boy Brandon Chung, man, and I'm back at it again, man. I'm back at it yet again, man. So, what is going on with the soccer card market right now? It is very confusing. And even me, it's very confusing for me, but I've tried to clarify it. So, we've seen Lionel Messi's card price go to $115,000 on PWCC. We've seen all these Pele cards sell. One Pele from 1958 for over $40,000. A Cristiano Ronaldo rookie card over $40,000. Well, I'm about to explain it to you. The first part of the video is going to be like me asking questions like who, what, when, where, why, stuff like that, right? The second, I know, it's weird. The second part of the video is like, it's based off a Gary Vee principle. You got to pay attention to the attention. You have to day trade attention. You have to invest in the attention and demand. So I'm going to go over that, the demand of the soccer cards. And the lastly is so we know all this soccer card information now for the third part of the video. What do we do with the information? So let me just get started straight away, man. No horse, no BSing. Before I start this video, my people, Chunginators, okay? I have a disclaimer, as always. Do your own research. Please do your own research. Use this content for entertainment and maybe informational purposes only. Okay? You should take financial advice from a professional financial independent advisor if necessary. Do your own analysis for your investments based off your personal circumstances. Please don't blindly, use any information in this video for your own purchase, for your own sports card buying, okay? And please, like I said once and twice, do your own research. Okay, now let's get into the video. So who is us? Because I consider myself a soccer card investor. We are soccer card investor, but a lot of us are like fathers. A lot of us, well, not me, but or gamblers, right? A little bit of gamblers. Some people are institutional people from stock and real estate investing or investment groups are probably now even getting into the soccer card market because they see a long-term opportunity there. They see a social arbitrage as well. You know, a lot more of international people as well. So a lot of just people from various countries. And this is excellent information to know because social media is going to be even more representative of a tool versus other sports cards because we have more scattered people around the world when it comes to soccer cards. Okay? And a lot of middle-aged guys, with disposable income sometimes. And a lot of very impulsive spending habits. When is this whole soccer card thing? Obviously, right now is a major time because the soccer card market crashed. Some brands crashed 20%, other brands crashed 50% or 70%, if not more. The Prism brand crashed hard. Okay. Another major moment of time is the election of 2020. Biden or someone else, I don't know. But this moment of time, when the election happens and stuff like that, track the soccer card market as well. The Euro 2021 and the World Cup 2022. These are very important times for the soccer card market. Where is the attention going? YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, major social media is all social media, major plays. Because that way we can get interconnected. And that's one of the words I want to use later. So they're buying and selling, mainly eBay, a lot of eBay, actually a lot of Facebook too. Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace, very big place to buy and sell soccer cards and things like that. Other social medias like Instagram, ComC is a nice place too. It has that drop shipping format because international shipping can get very, very expensive. What is happening? We have seen a massive increase in demand for vintage cards, pre-1980 stuff or 1985. A lot of Maradona attention, a lot of Johan Cruyff, a lot of Pele, a lot of Bobby Charlton attention. A lot of people are making even a lot of YouTube videos about it. Bautista, Gerd Muller, a lot of this attention. Players I don't even know. Okay? And the particular stickers are going up. World Cup stickers like 2006 is a big trend, especially 2002 with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Ronaldinho's very increasingly demand player. I just see it throughout eBay and everything, right? And then these Panini World Cup cards. I am not talking about Prism. I am talking about the World Cup cards, specifically 2002, 2006, and 2010. Those three particularly. Boom, massive increases, massive jumps. When you see PWCC and all those other consignments start selling these cards, that means they're in high demand. That means there's a lot of attraction for them. 2006, Cristiano Ronaldo card, I believe, sold for $5,000. And then there's similarly a 2006 Lionel Messi card that sold for thousands of dollars in the PSA 10 form as well. The PSA 10 sticker is probably going for a fraction of the price. So that's very interesting to note. If this was a European influence market, we'll get to that. Actually, we'll get to that later. We've seen modern card prices jump down, just skyrocket downwards. A lot of them have, especially your Prisms, especially your optics in the 2018 Donruss set. All of that has come down at a massive rate. 2014 World Cup Prism arguably has the single hardest hitting downward spiral, because this is the first set, so there's a lot of attraction. So when the American consumers got into this World Cup Prism set, it took off. But then the market realized just as quick. It was like Pokemon Go. It just freaking crashed. So boom. So now most of the World Cup Prism cards from 2014 are like $5 to $7, if not cheaper. Besides, you're obviously Neymar and Messi and Ronaldo. Okay, that's the what part of it and the how. So why has this happened? Here's what I think. I think the Rona, man. I think people are still living in this pandemic. They say it has been 6 months later and it's not over. It's going to live with us for years and years, guys, until either your government says, okay, we're not going to really prioritize pandemic anymore. We're not going to restrict households. Hey, let's get this economy moving. Let's get production flowing again. And the United States have started to do that. Other countries, I'm not sure. Let me know how your country's doing with the pandemic. The unemployment rates have double-digited. So it's weird. Certain industries have actually took a boom, like technology industry, and a lot of industries relating to online services have took a massive spike, like YouTube and stuff like that. But the hospitality, the tourism industries and things like this, boom, massive falls. So a lot of people from those industries are getting unemployed at massive rates, like 20%, 90% of restaurants in New York City can't pay their bills on time. Whereas the sports card industry is taking off in terms of employment and things of that nature. So a lot of loneliness has been happening now with the a lot of loneliness has been happening now with the Rona. Okay, guys. Because of the pandemic. So we can't go see the ladies. We can't go to the movies. We can't, no amusement park, no nothing. I mean, there is, but to a limited pedigree. Therefore, we are emphasizing social media a lot more. So that's another thing. Social media connection is elevated at a massive level, whether it be for good or bad. A lot of times for good in the soccer card industry, though. A lot of times for good. 2020 economies all over the world, not just the United States, but on the macro economic level, there's a lot of negative repercussions, more than positive. People are telling you only positive. This is true. I mean, this is better for long term. But short term economic is going to have a lot of turmoil. It's going to have a lot of negative downturn because there's a lot less production happening. So that trickles onto not only sports card and soccer cards, but soccer card investor behaviors. I will get into that in a minute. Okay, and in desperation. Okay, guys. So pandemic, a lot of people lost their jobs. How do I make money now? People get desperate. They're willing to try everything. Creativity is at its, finest forms, especially during depression and pandemic times, right? And this is why you've seen all these businesses try these pop culture trends and relevancies, right? My social arbitrage episode was because, I made it because people are desperate or willing to try everything. That enhances creativity. I gotta write that down, actually. So yeah, overview of what is happening. Basically, all your Messi's, your Pele cards, all the superstars, all of that is going up in price. All your modern cards, like your Havertz and your young players, Giovanni Reina and stuff like this, they're either stagnant, barely increasing, or they're actually going down in price at a massive example. A lot less people are taking risk on these young players, like certain MLS players, and like Tyler Adams and Joao Felix and Serginho Dest and players like that. You know what I mean? So that's where I see the dimension, the attention. Everybody's flocking over. Right. So I got a couple of keywords. This is part number 2. So Gary Vee says something in part number 2. He says he day trades attention. He says he wants to constantly see what's going on. Similarly, from an investment standpoint, Warren Buffett, give me a second. Let me Okay. Let me read you a quote. I think it's by Warren Buffett. I don't know for sure. But it says, "A contrarian is just as foolish as a follow the crowd strategy. What's required is thinking rather than pulling." Okay? So stick with me. The Gary Vee demand, all right, is absolutely, very important. He talks about demand a lot, like chasing demand, understanding what is demand. So Gary Vee says chase demand, but ironically, for investing, you have to think oppositely of that. You have to not follow what everybody else is doing. So if 70% of people are going for vintage and then 30% of the people are going other places, more likely, if you want a higher return, don't go for vintage right now. I know that sounds weird to say, but because what's required is thinking rather than pulling. All right? Because investors are not following the crowd. Investors are not listening to everybody. As a matter of fact, they're listening to nobody. Investors, the wealthy, the most successful ones, listen to themselves. They have a tight-knit circle, and they don't really, they listen to information, but they don't use it. They don't take it in. They say, what is the popularity? What is the popular cards? I want to go in a different direction. All right. And if everything is scattered out, what is a similarity within the popular trends? And let me choose a different, and let me have a differentiation of my investing style in comparison to all your similarities. So I know that sounds super weird, but so here's some words. The people behaviors, the soccer card people, I know they're fast and they're smart. Very fast, very smart people. Okay. Another thing is, it's a lot of popular. What is popular out there? What are people talking about? And then the people buy those cards. A lot of Mbappe, a lot of Messi, Ronaldo. So popular player, and you see it on TV. You see somebody score a hat trick, you buy the card, right? Calvert-Lewin, that's a great example there. I see a lot of safety. People are flocking toward vintage and 1990s cards and even the Upper Deck World Cup cards. But the 26, the World Cup sticker and the card sets are so popular right now. People are interconnected, social media. Therefore, on your Discord groups and all these Facebook groups, everything, whether for good or bad, yet again, most of the times it is for good. But people are talking to each other. They're coercing with each other. Therefore, they have the power to have one belief. They can put all their belief systems into one similarity of card. Let's say they all agree that vintage is the best place to go right now. Therefore, vintage is going to be the popular one, and that may be the new theme to avoid at this current moment of time. If you are a short-term investor, long-term, you will pay an absolute premium though. That's a problem. Research. Everybody does the research no matter what. That's why I've noticed throughout everybody, and this is a great thing. Keep doing the research. I see passion. I see people are so passionate about card, player. I see future. Everybody's thinking, what is it going to be? 2 months, 6 months, no. So everybody is thinking like those more. No emotion. I don't see much emotion. No, everybody says I love player, but they sell easily later. Everybody loves a player, but they'll sell them later. Okay? And it's absolutely true. It's cutthroat. Okay, if I think I can 2x a player or 3x, sell. And me too, I do sell. I've seen this a lot. People want to edge over someone else on Discord. Hey, look at MLS. Do this, do that. Again, whether right or wrong, that is what's happening a lot. This is a lot of the social conversations. See, if you can listen and properly listen to social information, social conversation, you get a better grasp of the overall soccer card market. Creativity yet again because of the desperation. People are saying, oh, let's look at this brand and this brand, this brand. People are willing to try anything. Therefore, they will find a right answer. Right? And I hear a couple words popularized a lot on our little soccer card niche, right? If Gary Vee says something though, that is beyond our control, and we have to adjust to that information. I don't know I haven't listened to Gary Vee, so I don't know what he said. Two things. One is like, let's go after real rookies or real card, which is a good thing in my opinion. Makes a sports card market logical. Everybody's saying, Prism is not the real rookie. Therefore, it's not because the most influential people think that. And now they go to 2006 World Cup. Now they go to 2004 Lionel Messi rookie card. Now they go to, various weird years like 2000 Ronaldinho or whatever Ronaldinho's rookie year was. I don't know. Another thing, the soccer card market early. It's early. That's all I hear, early. Again, whether right or I don't know how many times I said this in the video. Whether right or wrong, here's the one issue with that. If everybody says it's early, then it's probably not early. Let me say that one more time. If everybody says it's early, if Gary Vee says it's early, what if Logan Paul gets into soccer cards because his investment manager talked to him? Oh, get the Messi cards, right? If everybody says it's early, the most influential people, then I don't know if it's early. Because you say it's early, that'll influence people to buy at a mega rate. That'll increase the sales volume, the buying and selling volume at an exponential rate, which will accelerate maybe the death of the soccer card industry. I'm not sure though. I don't know for sure, but this is something we've seen throughout history. This is something we've seen with Tesla stock, Amazon stock. Buy it now before it's too late. And then all of a sudden Tesla goes from $400 to $600, and now it's at $1,800. Whoa, it's just a huge spike. Amazon goes from 2,000 to 3,000 like that. We've seen it with stock companies. We've seen it with the real estate, the city. Everybody says, LA is a great real estate. Well, now they've accelerated that moment so much to where there's so many problems in LA and California. Now there's a California and New York exodus. So could the same thing happen in the soccer card market? I don't know. I don't know at all. So that's just a few keywords I really noticed, especially fast, smart. Everybody right now, sports cards, they are in go mode. What can we do? What's next to buy or sell? And that's the thing. What are people doing? Buying or selling a lot? Right now, it's a mix. So it's really tough to say what to do. There are certain people who are selling at rapid rates, especially the modern cards at the rapid rates. Now, the vintage cards have a lot lower supply, so there's a debate there. But let's just get into the third part. Okay. So basically, what I've noticed with saying all those keywords is modern cards are expendable, vintage cards are investable. According to the demand I've seen, that's probably the consumer behavior, and people would agree with me on that quote. I think that's somewhat true as well. Part 3 of the video. I've heard some of this information. We got it, Brandon. People are flocking to vintage stuff, right? All right, swag. Now, what do we do about it? I don't know. I am not your financial advisor. That's why I put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video. But there. I would say, what is your edge? What is your major strength or your major talent within the soccer card world? If you're new to soccer cards, try out certain things. Try to research certain things and see what you are really knowledgeable at. What is it like? Are you really knowledgeable with modern cards, vintage cards? Do you really know 2000s players like Parallel, NES, Xavi, and all them? Are you really more connected with right now with the young players? And there is no right or wrong answer, in my opinion, if you do your research and do very smartly, okay? Do you really understand the Portuguese league and the young players in there? What is a time frame? That's first. What is a time frame you like? What else are you good at? Are you a very smart person? Like, do you know your numbers? Do you make really crazy spreadsheets? Okay, you might be able to track down specifically which card is great. Like, specifically if you should be buying Beckett or PSA cards or stickers or da-da-da. You know what I mean? Are you a very creative investor, a creative person? So are you willing to think of outside the box and really bet on a brand no one's ever heard of? A Japanese brand like Jadon Sancho 2018, WCCF, right? Or something like this. You know what I mean? Are you really good at social arbitrage? Are you really good at catching trends? Think what is your talent in general, and how can you apply your generalized talent in a soccer card market? That's what you should do. Every time I say soccer cards, I mean soccer stickers too. Nonetheless, what do? Are you passionate? Are you just a never give up person? Will constantly learn about something? Then that is a more generalized thing. But I mean, really, what is your talent? Are you a great organizer of things? What is your talent? For me, my talent is, I'm a little bit original. I think like nobody really thinks. That's why I'm sometimes good soccer card investor. That's why I got, a Brazilian Ronaldo instead of a Cristiano Ronaldo back in November. You know what I mean? That's a little bit of flex. Sorry. Let me use more. That's why I like World Cup Prism buying back in April. And that's why now with my creativity, I'm not even really necessarily buying soccer cards. I am, but not 100% into soccer cards. I'm buying another sport or two. I'm buying a couple of different type of sports cards and things and stickers. That's the thing. Are you a really good diversification guy? Like, do you come from the stock market world and you were great at diversifying your portfolio into like 8 stocks? Well, maybe you want 8 different type of cards. Boom. Again, find your talent and double down on that. Double down on your strength. For me personally, I just have a lot of originality. My time frame is like that 2014 era. It literally is, because that's when I played. That's when I played FIFA World Cup and all that. And I know a lot about the the Messi and the Neymar and the Hazards and the Pogbas from their early days. I know a lot about the Robins and the Ribery's, that Bayern Munich team, the Bastian Schweinsteiger, like 2014 and stuff like that. And that's my strength. I know those players like deep down, like good. But you might know Ronaldinho and Rivaldo and all those guys way more than I do. I don't know. And then, do you know a specific player, club, or brand well? You might be a David Beckham guy. Go get all those, Merlin stickers you think work well. All those Manchester United stickers and cards and Futera and all of this, okay? You know what I mean? Like, what is the era you were grown up in and you know a lot about? You really have to invest in what you understand. Competence. That's a generic statement, but there are different levels to understanding. Everybody understands Lionel Messi, but like this. You might understand Lionel Messi to a higher pedigree. Then you can, really work that into your favor. Me personally, I know Messi only maybe a little bit more. Actually, I do a little bit more. But people like, Xavi and Iniesta. Me, more. I know more than average person. So that's kind of where I'm at. Sometimes. You know what I mean? And I low-key, I like to switch my mind a lot. So I'm very different. So I'm unpredictable. If you are predictable, that is sometimes a good thing because you can stay consistent. So, and also ask yourself, are you a flip or a hold person, or do you like both? Me personally, I like both. But what do you like to do? Like, are you a long-term stock investor? Right? If you are, you might want to get some vintage and some Pele or Maradona, Johan Cruyff, or, Ronaldinho's and Brazilian Ronaldo's. It's Zinedine Zidane. Did I forget to mention him? Oh my goodness. And then, are you a short-term, mid-term, long-term person? Like, what? Like, you have to ask yourself questions. What do you do? Depends on who you are. What do you do depends on what really do I do. What do I do? And so you have to ask yourself these questions, guys. Okay? Another thing I like to say is, double down on your strength, right? But really, learn. Whoever says don't learn, they don't know what they're talking about. You got to learn. You got to be a student of the game. Be a student at your game. If your game is if your game is all those Prism soccer cards, if you love the 2014, 2018 World Cup Prisms and the 2016 Euro Prisms, study up on those 3 sets hard. Study up on the cardboard connection. Go learn those cards. Go learn those teams. If you're really good at Select too in the American brands, that 2020 Euro Select, go learn it to the max. Go learn what type of parallels are out there. Go study the prices of those cards. What's the mezzanine Kai Havertz doing? What is the base Jadon Sancho doing? What are all those cards doing? Okay, if you like Optic, that 2018 set specifically, go learn some of those players you want to invest in specifically. If you like Neymar and Pogba and also Jadon Sancho, learn those players and learn what other cards are available in the Donruss or Optic sets, or if they have any. Well, there's only one Optic set, but you know what I mean? And you got to respect the community, man. This community, soccer card community, so many awesome people, so many great people. It's learn from them too. At least listen to all these YouTubers, knowledge people out there, whether you agree with the information or not. It's just good to stay open-minded and hear a lot of different opinions. This video is long. I might label this as a podcast, fam. Okay, because you gotta be an effective hustler. Be effective with your time. You work a 9 to 5, right? Okay, get home at 5:30. No, get home at 6. Sorry, because of traffic. Okay, at 7 to 8:30, you got an hour and a half. Go on eBay and search up your thing. What is your thing? What is your soccer card niche? If you really like, obviously it's got to be fun to you. That's another thing. Make sure it's fun, right? Investing has got to be somewhat fun. Even stock investing. I have fun looking at the, Yahoo Finance and M1 Finance and da-da-da. But similarly, like me, I like to look up World Cup Prism prices a few times a week. A week, because it's just really fun for me. And I see, like, is anything changing? Usually the card prices have just dropped and they're stagnated. But you got to understand that, like, really have to. That's how I honed in on my advice. And I'm really good at fullbacks, right? I'm not really good, but I think I would like to say I'm a little bit above average versus average soccer person for fullbacks, because I used to play that position when I was younger. I study footwork, I study quickness, I study downhill speed, everything like that. I study. You know what I mean? Me, I am not an analytics guy. If you love the ratios and you find a trend, if this player has a good goal to assist ratio, goal contribution ratio, in this particular league, they'll probably take off. Then do that. Then you're the analytics guy. Be the analytics guy. Me, I am an instinctual guy. I just look at the game and be like, hey, this player is good, this player sucks. I just look. If you have that talent, that soccer knowledge, do that. If you have a mix of everything, it's okay. You have to be a master, not a jack of all trades. Okay, let me say it at the end. That's the most important quote. That's a Brandon Chung quote. Not really, but for the soccer card world, you have to become a master of something, not a jack of all trades. What do I mean by that? Don't work on your weaknesses. Like, I know that's kind of a out there thing to say. A lot of people would disagree with that. But when you're investing, you have weaknesses, no matter what. When you're investing, you don't study your weaknesses unless you really want to. Like me, I'm not going to study 1940s vintage. I'm not going to study pre-war and Stanley Matthews. I am just not into that. Yes, it is an excellent investment, and they have extremely low supply. I might pick a few up, but I'm not going to put a heavy percentage of that into my portfolio because I don't know anything about that. Competence, baby. I understand 2014 World Cup Prism like it's nothing. Sort of. I understand who Xavi and Iniesta and players like that are. Michael Ballack for Germany. Didn't I mention that? Oh my goodness. Dani Alves for Brazil. Didn't he reinvent what a modern fullback is now? Oh my goodness. Marcelo, Sergio Ramos, Cannavaro, and Samuel Eto'o, Inter Milan. Come on now. That's sort of my cup of tea a little bit. David Villa, Barcelona, Pedro. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Tiki Taka, that is my cup of tea. Find your cup of tea. Find your talent, and work hard at your talent. Because if you work hard work and talent, you're gonna be on this successful wall one day. Hard work and talent, you're gonna be one of them Kobe's, or you're gonna be one of them Tiger Woods, or I have a Messi card in the middle. You're gonna be Ronaldo. See what I'm saying? So guys, for real. I see homies out here trying to learn everything about everything, and that's just wasting your time. That is not gonna help. You have to be an effective hustler. Yes, a hustler like Gary Vee, the hustler mentality is awesome and all that, but make it your definition of hustler, okay? Don't just hustle 12 hours a day without taking a break, without eating food, without going to the bathroom. Take breaks. If you can work a 30 minutes straight hard and then have to take 5-minute break, do that. If you can work 2 hours and then have to take a break, do that. Yes, this is one of my long episodes, guys, but podcasts are meant to be long, fam. I'm calling this a podcast. But this is for real, bro. And plus, I really enjoy making this as well. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, you have to be a master at what you're doing. If you don't understand the soccer today and why the fullback is so effective, with these particular offenses, especially for gegenpressing, then maybe investing in modern defenders is not for you. If you don't understand that type of stuff. If you don't, you know what I mean? If you don't understand why high pressing really can create a lot more goal opportunities for both parties because of the counterattack, maybe you shouldn't invest in the modern players today. If you don't understand why Ajax is so famous and so incredible, if you don't understand why Borussia Dortmund, RB Leipzig, Salzburg, if you don't understand why these players from these particular clubs translate well into the Premier League and all that, maybe you shouldn't be investing in those players. Just because someone tells you to invest in this particular player, they're a different person. Don't blame them, but they're just a different person. They might have a different mentality than you. What do you love taking all the risk, or do you like being very defensive? And both are fine. Both are fine. When Gary Vee says I really do actually like Gary Vee, but seriously, when he says all offense for investing, that may not work. Because you're throwing all your eggs in one basket sometimes and the player sucks. It's a lot of gambling. Now, when Gary Vee says 80-20, this is very proper advice. But if you're young like me and you have a higher risk tolerance and you want to do 60-40 or 50-50, because that's better, because you might understand why Jadon Sancho has such a, incredible appeal to Manchester United, like just from a business aspect, and why that could elevate his card price and stuff like that. So, guys, do you. Don't do me. Don't do Flipping Steve. Don't do Card Hour. Don't do dun. Guys, I'm not trying to disrespect that's my homies. Now I'm saying Card Hour is like, he's into all these legends. If you don't know how to say Bautista, don't invest in him. At least right now. If you want to learn about these legends. Why is 1970 Brazilian team such a high demand? Why are they so alluring is a better word I should say. Okay. Flipping Steve, he's got all these Sadio Mane's, Leroy Sané's, Lewandowski, and you say, I don't really understand the modern football today. I don't really get why they have to do so much skill moves, and they are only pump and dump, and what I mean by that is a lot of counterattack, a lot of switching the field. Trent Alexander-Arnold, oh my goodness. So If you don't understand modern players, Flipping Steve does all these modern cards. Don't do that. Just do you. Me, I don't know where I'm at actually. Brandon Chung is unpredictable. If you like someone who's predictable, you know what you're gonna get. I probably am not the best primary source of information on who you should invest in. I'm good entertainment, though, homies. I'm good. Please watch the video and smash the like button if you want to be a better soccer card investor. Straight facts. Not really. No, it's not straight facts at all. But guys, like me, 1 minute I might be like, okay, I want arbitraging on these modern cards. Because I said, hey, Pulisic, he's injured. He's a number 10 for Chelsea now. He's had an excellent season prior, and now he's injured. I don't think the injury is going to be too effective for him long term. So when he comes back, I think he'll play very well. Along with Kai Havertz and Pulisic, I actually believe they have a nice little duo partnership together. I really feel like that could be the case. Based off more of a big man, little man, but also they both have the skill and they both have the technical ability to match each other in a way. I don't know. The interplay could be very nice. Nonetheless. So I understand that. So maybe I am investing more into Pulisic than you guys. And what is your financial situation as well? Right? Okay. You don't have, money is tight. I get that. Money is actually tight for me too, right? So maybe right now is not a good time to invest at all, even though the market is down. Maybe 2 months, you get some more money. You invest $100 in a few cards. Do that. Do that. Do it. Okay? Brandon Chung, when he first started investing in base sets, like 2014, 201 cards. Like, you know what I mean? Like 2018 Topps Chrome Premier League or 2017, 2018 Premier League Gold and stuff like that. And the 2016 Premier League Gold with Zlatan, Manchester United, and the Rashford, the Topps with his rookie logo. It actually had his rookie logo. But now I'm like more of a graded card. I bought a Timo. Ooh, okay, fine. I bought a someone who was graded modern player, and I bought a couple graded soccer card pieces, and I got a vintage card. Ooh, future mail day is coming up, and that's my first time ever buying graded soccer cards because my philosophy changed over time. But if you can't handle that unpredictability, don't follow me. Just do you. You might be like only graded pieces, or you might be like, I want a little bit of graded, I want a little bit of raw card action, and I want a hobby box. I want a 2020 select hobby box. If that's what you want, I'm not getting that because I don't do hobby boxes. I'll open packs, none of that. Then you do that, but I'm not. Okay? Really, guys, do you in your financial situation. Hey, I mean, if you make $5,000 a month, but you got a family, but you got kids, and you're trying to take them to college. Although episode 15 says how I feel about college episode, but but you know what I mean. If you guys really need the money, maybe don't use it for sports cards or soccer cards. Not even the vintage stuff, because you're paying a high premium for vintage, and that is pretty factual information, I think. But and now in the soccer stickers versus cards, I have to say this again. It's a coexistence. It's not a versus. Okay, guys. Sticker world and soccer card world don't compete with each other. Cooperate with each other. Okay, got that out the way. But soccer stickers. If you're saying only stickers, I think stickers are so undervalued because the 2014 and 2010, 26 stickers are a fraction of the price of the cards. Do that. But people who say cards have excellent quality, the sticker is very flimsy, very hard to grade, whereas the card I can probably get a PSA 9 and do that, guys. Don't complain to people, hey, why are you doing it like this? Just say, hey, that's them, but I don't agree with that. Go here and do you, whether for the better or worse. And all, you know what I mean? And also, Chrome has a very excellent, very artistic appeal, that the youth have really flocked toward. This Chrome appeal, like this World Cup Prism and Topps Chrome, is going to revolutionize the soccer card movement going forward. I actually think that's true. Even though it does look like a Chipotle foil, I do think that's why Prism and Chrome is successful, because people love that shiny look, that silver, cool look. I don't know. I really think that's why Prism is going to have successful in the future. That's my opinion, though. Again, entertainment purpose only. But you guys might not think that. So don't think that. Okay? Like, just be a student of your game. You got to learn yourself. You really got to learn yourself when you're talking about soccer cards and stickers. Knowledge is power, so learn. Knowledge is power, so learn a lot. Learn every day. Learn eBay. Learn what is shield bidding, like, because that happens in the soccer cards a lot. That's not debatable. That is not even debatable. Learn about everything. I don't know. Just because you see something online or just because you hear something, don't just simply buy that. Just do you. I mean, holy crap, this has been a very, very long episode. My bad, guys. After like the 25th minute, I was just getting very passionate. I was just going off. So what is happening to the soccer card market? The vintage appeal, okay, guys? So I'm just recapping the video. The soccer card market right now, people are flocking towards a vintage appeal because of the whole Rona and the 2020 economic despair, and the whole economy is going down. So people say, I got to put my money in the safe assets because they've heard a lot of times cash is trash. So they're taking money out of Kai Havertz and Jadon Sancho and stuff like, and Kylian Mbappe, because those are high risk players. Because young players, if they snap their leg, if they tear their ACL, their career might be done. And they're putting it into more vintage where there's a very low supply. Whether for the right or the wrong, I don't know. But that's what's happening, and that's probably not even debatable. But, okay. Well, if you guys think I'm different, please let me know. Constructive criticism. Hey, I'm begging. I need a constructive criticism. What else do I want to say? I want to say the social media connection is real as well. So Discord, that can be knowledge is power, either for the better or the worse. So just be aware of that. And anything I want to say for the future of the soccer card market? Obviously, your vintage stuff will be sustainable throughout the future. I'm not saying it's not. Obviously, your Lionel Messi, your PSA 10 card, the one that went for $100,000, it will probably retain its value in the next 20 or 30 years. The question is, could that 100 drop to 50 or 30? And I would say there's a decent chance, yes. Because the other Lionel Messi rookie card, the Mega Cracks, is 100K, right? That's what it went for. Although there was 2 bids that were like 100K, and the highest bid below that was like 70,000 or 80,000. That's first. But the other PSA 10s for Lionel Messi rookie cards are like $5,000 to $10,000. So I really think that Mega Crack should be around 30 to 50, not 115. But hey, look, that's just a simple observation. Don't take that, literally. I'm speaking all theoretically. Anyway. So the future, I really do think those time periods I stated earlier, the election could have some sort of effect on the soccer card market. I don't know yet. Maybe more so towards Prism and Optic and Select cards. The 2021 Euro is going to be a very important moment for the soccer cards. Because what you want to see, if you want to see long-term growth in the soccer cards, is a lot of spikes, is a lot of boom boom, is a lot of Mbappe Havertz demand. When you're talking about Euro 2021, World Cup 2022, you want to see Giovanni Reina, Pulisic demand crazy. You want to see Serginho Dest demand crazy. You want to see some of these young cards go crazy. Neymar 2022. Because you want to see the attention there. You want to see the pop culture relevancy. You want to see the attraction within the soccer card market during those times. But who knows? None of that stuff might happen, or it will. So you got to find your edge in the soccer card market, and you got to figure out who you are. If you're long term, yeah, maybe vintage and Ronaldinho and stuff like that might work. But you might want to hold off and wait until vintage comes down in price, if it does, or it could continue to skyrocket. I don't know. That's completely up to you. Or you might be a short-term flipper. You might want to get more Jadon Sancho and Christian Pulisic cards because they have a high spikes in demand, especially with the Google Trends. They have high spikes in demand momentarily because they're in the now players. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the future of the soccer card market. Put it down in the comment section, the lit Brandon Chung comment section. Hey, the Chunginators, you are my guys. And gals, if there's any. There's not. But let me know what you think about the whole soccer card and sports card market. Let me know what you thought about the video and if any constructive criticism I'd like to hear. Let me know what you're like investing into, like if you like more vintage, or you don't have to get too specific if you don't want. I don't know. I'd love to hear what people think though. So, I mean, let me know, guys. And lastly, but most importantly, thank you so much, guys. Without you listening to me, nobody would care about the Brandon Chung, but I would still do the YouTube regardless. I thank you so much, guys, for the support and the conversations and everything else. And the great videos and and man, hey, it's cool, man. The soccer card market, I'm in it to win it for the long term, theoretically, but no, I am. Okay, so I really like where the soccer card market is going. It's all theoretical. Don't sue me, but I think soccer cards, regardless, I'm still having fun. A year in, I'm still having fun. I hope I continue to have fun and we get to make money together in the most respectful, in the most fair way possible. And man, I appreciate you guys' support. I appreciate the positivity in the whole soccer card community. Actually, I do. And it's been your boy, Brandon Chung. Oh, wait. Any questions you have, please put it in the comment section because I want to do a future Q&A. So please put your questions in there. It's been your boy Brandon Chung. Okay. Until next time.